This is Pedro from Pythalista with one more video. Today I'm just gonna give a quick demo on how fabric mirroring works. What is fabric mirroring? Fabric mirroring is a copy, kind of like near real time, of a database. And at the moment, there are a few options. We have Postgres, Snowflake, SQL Server on premises. Databricks, I think they do only unit catalog, mirroring, Cosmos DB, management instance, and Azure SQL database, which is the one that I'm gonna give the demo. So that's what's mirroring. You can go, I'm just gonna paste the documentation in the description, and I'm just gonna follow the basic tutorial, all right? So there are some prerequisites here. I've already created a database, just like one table. At the moment, this table is empty. So that's the table. That's like table with addresses. So I'm just gonna select the top. Yeah, it's empty. And I've created like a Python data script that populates that table just so we can test the mirroring. So let me just populate with 10 records. So if I go to my management instance here, like SQL Server Management, like I've got 10 records. So let's start with 10. And then I'm just gonna do another query here that's gonna be the count. And then it's gonna be easy to test. And then I'm just gonna get that same table here and then query that. Cool, that's it, 10 records. So the tutorial says that you have to have an existing Azure DB here that I'm saying you need to have the fabric capacity. I've already have a mirroring demo like fabric capacity workspace. So I have like, where is the capacity? On license info maybe. Oh, it's in general. Yeah, I think it's somewhere, it's a trial capacity. Yeah, that's it. And what else? The fabric capacity needs to be active and running. Fabric tuning settings are required. So I've done that. So you need to put some enable service principal, fabric API, use can data stored in one lake. Yeah, that's already there. So I'm gonna go into the detail, but I read that. So you need to have a member admin role. Yeah. So reading right for management identity. And then I'm just gonna show some things you need to do on your SQL to make it work. Network requirements. Yeah, I'll tell that. So in my case, so go to the logic server, which is this. Let's go to my resource group. So go to your logic server, that one with the cog. So go to the networking. So go to networking and make sure that at the bottom here you have these exceptions. Allow Azure services and resources to access this server. So make sure that you have that one ticked. And another thing is identity. Go to identity and make sure that system assigned identity is on. So, and then save that. So those are two prerequisites. So that's enable system assigned identity. You can check by just doing that query here. Let me just do it here and then I'll delete. So I need to have that. So that's it. That's started. So now that we have all those prerequisites, I go here to fabric and then I'm just gonna put new item and I'm just gonna go and put mirror. In my case is a mirrored Azure SQL DB. I'm just gonna click that. I've already did a dry run, but I'm just gonna create a new one here. So this one should be, let's go to my database now. Now the server, click the server here. Database is called sample DB. So there's already a connection here. I'm just gonna create a new one just for the demo. I'm just gonna use a organization account, which is that one there, and should work. Connect. Now it's just like showing my database and tables, in my case only one, and 10 records. Yeah, I'm just gonna select all. Yeah, that's it. Automatically mirror future tables. I'm just put yes, but doesn't matter for us because it's just a demo. If you don't want, you just want to manually do that, you just unselect that. So let's wait for the connection to finish. Test connection failed. Let's try again. I've done that before. Yeah, it worked. Then I'll just try again. It worked. So, and then that you can give a different name. I'm just gonna give the same name. Yeah, it's gonna provision SQL Analytics endpoint, configure replication, and start replication. Almost there, another couple minutes. Yep, that's the next step. I'm gonna open a new tab. Let's see, I have a stopwatch here. Let's see how long it's gonna take to do the first copy. And I'm just gonna do another Power BI tab. Yeah, it's already created that. So I'm just, that's the database mirror where you do the configuration that I'm showing you here. It hasn't created table yet. And if I go back, so they create like SQL warehouse. They don't offer Lakehouse as yet, but SQL warehouse, and then there's a default semantic model here. Let's open the warehouse here to see. And the table are going to pop up in the DBO schema. It kind of like follows the same schema as the mirrored. So yeah, the table hasn't been created yet. Let's wait more. Yeah, now it looks like it's running. Soon the table will be there. The table has been created. So 3 minutes so far. Let's wait for the data. Yeah. So 10 rows replicated. Let me see if that's show up here. How can I refresh that? Did it? Nope. Maybe it's here, but take a while. Let me just do it again. Yeah, so let's count that 4 minutes for the first replication. Let's reset that. Let's add another 10 rows. So just to make it fair, so let me just count. That's 10 here. Let's do the count here as well. Let's do a query. So select count from addresses. So that should be 10. Yeah, it's 10. Now let's add 10 rows. Bang, 10. Let's see if that came through. 20. So here it's still 10. Let's start the stopwatch now. Should take about 30 seconds to a minute. That's it. 10, 10, oh, 20. That was quick, it was 10 seconds. Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. Oh, it's not showing here, but it's showing there. It's funny. And if I do a total, it should be there. All right, that's all for today. I wanted to just demonstrate how to do a database mirroring using Fabric from a Azure SQL DB. I also would like to do a demo with on-premises, but I'll do it another day, another video. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, put on the comments below. I'll put the GitHub with the code for the Python, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you next time.